please raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you. Start up here with Daryl.
John, your thoughts on your defense coming off UCLA?
Did you just slide this to me?
Yes.
It's a note to his wife. Why would you give me a note to your wife? Did you see I'm red-faced? He's red-faced too.
Never seen you blush.
All right, your question.
I can't follow that now. Your thoughts on your defense coming off the UCLA game?
You know, I thought all we talked about was energy. I worked for 2 days on our team. I did a little bit of stuff on them, a couple cuts that they do, some dribble drive. They're a heck of a team. They're going to win 25, 30 games. They won 30 last year. They may do the same this year. Our whole point of a team that plays a little bit slower, you have to disrupt that team. UCLA was going to play fast whatever we did. So you're pressing them to get into their legs. You're not pressing them to be disruptive. That's not what you would do. This team, that's what we try to do. And with Peters, it was hard because he still got 23, and he had 7 at half. And the minute you let up, the minute we backed up, he scored. He's that good. But again, you know, that's a team. That was a heck of a win for us. I was worried about that game because when I watched the tape and how they played and what they did, it's exactly what bothered us. Straight line drives, getting people to the rim, isolations, isolating a guy that struggles defensively. That's the kind of stuff they did. But it was a good, gave up too many rebounds, too many offensive rebounds, and we'll watch the tape on that. But I was happy with the effort. And if someone didn't play, I subbed them. You're out. You're either playing like there's no tomorrow, and that doesn't mean foul and go nuts. It means you're playing with unbelievable energy or you're out. I'm playing somebody else.
Cal, what were they doing well against Peters early when they were struggling?
We were just trapping and, going at him and making him think so he couldn't get into rhythm. You saw the one he shot on Isaiah Briscoe where he turned and just shot. If he gets in rhythm, he's making baskets. He's that good. I don't know what happened with his legs. My hope is we were running so fast that he started cramping because we want to fly. Again, we had 7 turnovers unforced in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. We're averaging 10 turnovers a game. We had 7 unforced in the first 4 or 5 minutes. I would say that maybe is the dregs from the last game. But, again, we're got a ways to go, but this was a good win.
God, you talked about bringing energy. That's what you talked about. How do you do that? How do you try to produce more energy?
You practice that way. I put Isaiah opposite De'Aaron Fox so they could go head-to-head and had 2 different teams, and they competed like crazy. If you practice that way, you'll play that way. If you're casual in the shoot-around, you're going to play that way. We're getting better. I mean, again, how did we miss all these? Who missed the free throws? De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He and Sasha.
John, can you just talk a little bit about the way that Dominique's playing?
He was great. Michael was good too. Michael walked in the game and tipped the ball so that we could rebound and get a play. Then there's not pressure on you. If you'll defend and scramble and hustle and dive on the floor, you don't have to make shots all the time. You can stay in the game. But if you're not going after balls, you're getting beat on defense, and you miss 2 shots, you won't believe this. We're trying to win. Then you can't stay in the game. I mean, it's, Dom goes in and just changed the whole complexion because of how he defended on the ball. And he kind of disrupted what they were doing offensively. Their point guard got those 2 fouls right away and then got a third because of how we played. He had to keep people off him.
Sort of along those lines, did Michael show you enough tonight that,
Well, I had planned on being in a rotation, having a rotation, and I just said, I don't care what happens in the game, we're going to go in a rotation, and I'm going to try to stay with it. And what I want to do is have he and Isaiah on the court together, because Isaiah makes Michael comfortable. And Isaiah figures out ways of getting him shots he can make. And Isaiah will talk to him through defense and help him, and he just makes him more comfortable on the court. So as we sub, when Isaiah Briscoe comes out, the next time he goes back in, I'll usually put Mike with him. We still, Isaac and Sasha, we still got to get, you know, Derek made some shots. He missed some wide open shots, and then he made shots. But, you know, Derek, Wenyan, Sasha, Isaac fight more, defend more, rebound more. You know, they got to come up. I thought, again, like Wenyan was, I'm telling him, shoot balls, man. Just shoot balls. If you're open, let it go. Don't drive in charge. Don't try to ball. Just catch it and either shoot it or get rid of it. He's a great finisher. And, again, you know, looking at, you know, he had 3 blocks today. You know, 6 rebounds. And he played like 19 minutes, 20 minutes.
John, what did you think of Wenyan and Derek, the defense they played on?
I'm going to watch the tape. I mean, there were some good things, and then they just get tired. I think our team's able to play about 4 minutes at a stretch, and then they got to come out. I'm playing some other guys a little bit more than that because they're capable, but all in all, I think it's 4 to 5 minutes, and that's it. I told them I can't wait till finals are over so we can start 3-a-days. Get this thing right. We got finals next week. Get through those by Wednesday. And it's from that, Katie barred the door right there. Let's go. I said, you got to eat, sleep, video games. I'll give you a little time for your video games. And then we're playing basketball.
Questions?
John, when you said yesterday you brought back a couple things to practice, fundamental things, what were those and did they pay off tonight?
Yeah, they did. They're scrambling stuff. Look, we got away. I've done this 30 years, and the reality of it is there's certain drills that I've done every day. So at the beginning of the year, you watch us practice, we're doing those drills. At the end of the year, we're still doing the drills, maybe shorter, but we're doing them. And I got away from a bunch of those. And, you know, we reverted as the players. We didn't pass. We didn't give up the ball like we'd been. We didn't defend and scramble and help. But to be honest, they played with more energy than us. I had to call timeout a minute into the game. This game, the way the game started, even though we turned it over, you could see the energy in one team. Energy shows our athleticism. Lack of energy shows all the other warts that we have. We are so fast. Why would you run fast? I didn't feel like it on that play. I'm just going to kind of jog. What? Fly every play. When you can't fly, you come out. If I see guys not flying, I'll take them out. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not saying on missed shots or turnover. I'm saying you don't have energy, you're not flying up and down that court, you're out.
Coach Paul Arnold from Northwest Indiana Times. What did Peters show you after he returned from injury there in the second half?
No, I know how good he is. I grabbed him after and I said I love watching tape of him play. He just knows how to get shots. He knows how to get people in the air. He's a great foul shooter. I'm stunned he only got 4 fouls off today. Normally he's getting 9 or 10, as you know. He is, you know, he goes 8 rebounds, 23 points. And like all I said is he's going to get his. Let's make it hard. Don't leave your feet. Don't put him on the free throw line. Don't give him straight line drives. Make him score through your chest. If he can do that, great. And that's what we tried to do. There was no, you know, and I put different guys on him. I went from Bam to Wenyan to Derek to Isaiah Briscoe. We put all kind of guys on it.
John, how do you keep your young guys from kind of losing their mind when there's 27 NBA scouts in the building?
Probably they didn't know, unless they read the paper where I said there was going to be a lot of NBA scouts there. They probably don't know. But like I said, there were signs today that we could be really good. And then the question is, how good do we want to be? You know, do you want to come in practice and get better? Are you looking for ways to, I mean, this is hard for these kids. They've never in their lives practiced this way. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they weren't coached and all. I'm saying they were never in the gym every day with players this good going against each other. Every day. And every day, like Don was playing De'Aaron Fox or Isaiah Briscoe is, and they're trying to take his lunch. So Bam is trying to dunk on Isaac. Isaac's trying to score on Sasha. Wenyan and Derek are going at each other because they're trying to get minutes. So every day Malik is going against Michael. Hard matchup. But if Michael can stay in front of Malik, you can guard anybody. So it's a way that they need to build and go. But again, let me just say this about Valpo. You're talking about a team that beat a bunch of people already, all on the road or neutral sites. They beat Rhodey at home, top 25 team. That energy is how we have to come out every day, and it's hard. But you know what? It is what it is. You're here. We're playing everybody's best shot. We got to disrupt. We got to be the aggressor. We got to attack the basket. We got to make the extra pass. We got to make easy plays. You got to dunk balls that are around the rim. Can't turn it over 17 times. But again, 7 were in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Anything else?
Thanks.
All right, thanks.